Recording in
Yeah, good morning, everyone. So yesterday we saw bounce back in the US market, mainly reversal of what has happened day before yesterday. There was a sharp correction post inflation numbers, and we saw some respite yesterday, wherein we also saw dollar index coming off a bit, and also the bond yield also came off a bit. Like day before yesterday, the bond yield moved up to 4.3, which has come down to 4.23. So looking at that, the market also saw some bounce back. Today, Asian market are also seeing a positive trend, though China continue to remain closed for the yearly holiday, but other market had seen positive trend. And also, even the GIFT Nifty is also showing positive trend, though futures of the US market are marginally down. So overall trend seems more of a positive. We had already seen yesterday Indian market moving up, and after a sharp low opening, it bounced back yesterday. So we may see more of a continuation of that in today's trade as well. I'll request technical team to take up from here.
Thank you, sir. Good morning, all of you. Yesterday, we saw the smart recovery in lower level, and managed to sustain important level, that is 21,840. Next immediate resistance place around 21,970 and 22,040 in upside. If Nifty managed to break this level and sustain this level next two trading session, then we expect further rally. Otherwise, again Nifty facing the same resistance in upside 21,970, 22,040 in upside. First, in downside, first immediate support place around 21,640 and 21,500 next. If Nifty trading with the range that 21,640 and 21,970, this range for these weeks, and if Nifty break either side, then we expect the rally at above range. And if Nifty break again 21,600 and 640 level, then we saw the next resist support place around 21,450 and 21,370 to in last 2 to 3 trading session we saw that Nifty trading in volatile session, and last 2 trading session we saw that Nifty open a gap and again bounce back during the day, but next immediate resistance place around 21,970. So we closely watch this immediate resistance for Nifty. Bank Nifty is first immediate resistance place 46,620. If managed to sustain this level, then we expect rally towards 50 DMA, that is 47,150 and 47,700 in next. First immediate support place around 45,300 and then 44,500 and 700 at downside. Fin Nifty also managed to sustain the important level yesterday session, that is 20,250 level. 20,350 level. To we expect next immediate resistance around 20,570 and then 20,740 at immediate resistance for Finity. First immediate support place around 20,290. Below that, then 20,100 and in 19,830 is the next immediate support for Finity. So overall, all three index today we expect positive open, but we closely watch that next immediate resistance is closing above and break. Then we expect further rally. Otherwise, we see some sideways momentum in upper range. Stock specific metal spec Tata Steel looks positive in current level. Yesterday we saw some positive momentum in Tata Steel, and National Aluminum also looks positive. Tata Steel next immediate target around 148, 150, and immediate support place around 136. To Tata Steel looks positive in yesterday's session. Next, Titan looks weak. Yesterday we saw some pressure in Titan. So this Titan, I expect towards next immediate support around 35, 40. If Titan again break 35-40 level in downside, then we expect again in pressure in Titan. But right now trading above this level, but we wait for breakdown. If Titan intraday session close below the 35-40 level again, then we expect further sell off towards 3400 and 3370 at downside. Upside, first resistance place around 3640 and 3617 Titan. That's it for technical derivative. I can
Yeah, thank you, Vikas. On the derivative front, the overall positions have changed a bit yesterday. The VIX has slightly come down. It is still at elevated levels, around 15 and a half levels, but from 16 odd, it has come down, which is a good sign. Still, looking at the PCR yesterday, some good amount of put built up was seen across the strikes from 21,800 onwards downwards. So some good, writing was seen, but still, if you see 22,000 continues to remain a strong resistance on the upside, which is not likely to be broken very soon. However, we can retest this level, and a close about 22,000 will witness Nifty moving up quite significantly and quite aggressively. So that is an important area and resistance. So in case you've bought something in the last couple of days, this can be a good level to book some profits and wait for a closing about 22,000 and then getting in again. the other parameters are still, mixed. So no real signs of big selling or, big buying at this point of time. From the stock specific front, majorly metal stocks did very well yesterday. There is a likelihood that the metals as a whole should witness further buying, especially the PSUs, Hind Copper, National Aluminium, SAIL. They can do very well going forward. So, one can look out to buy these stocks, for the next 3-4 days, they can do well. Also, the oil and gas stocks overall, as I've been saying, oil and gas have continued to do well. They are supporting the markets when the markets are going down, and they are actually leading the markets when they are going up. We continue to like all these stocks, all the PSUs, BPCL, HPCL, IOC, ONGC, oil. Reliance, all of these stocks should do well. So, one can still continue to hold them, even buy at current levels for further upside. That's it from my side. Like to ask the fundamental team to take over.
Good morning. On the result side, Muthoot Finance result is in line with expectation. It was a stable quarter with a loan book growing 3% sequentially and 23% year on year. Asset quality improved with a slight decline in NPA. Unless there is a rally in gold prices, it will be difficult to maintain this kind of loan growth of 23%, which it witnessed this quarter. So we think that a lot is dependent on rally in gold prices. Without that, probably company has potential to grow at around 10-12% kind of loan growth, which is realistic. But from long-term point of view, we are positive. Indiabulls Housing Finance result is okay. Profits have remained at the 300 crore run rate since many quarters now. Asset quality was stable. Loan book is expected to start growing from Q4 onwards, as now company has even received the rights funds of 3,700 crores. And this will help them in accelerating the disbursements growth. We remain positive from long-term perspective. Mahindra & Mahindra result is marginally above expectation. Q3 witnessed highest ever volumes of 211,000 units, which was up 11% year on year. EBITDA margin came at 14% against expectation of 12.7%, and last year it was 13%. Outlook for tractor volumes remains subdued, and company expects that even next year tractors will witness a degrowth. While on the other hand, outlook for SUVs is robust and bookings are outpacing capacity. And Q4 can even witness some capacity constraints which can impact volumes for models like Thar and Scorpio N. We remain positive on M&M. Jyoti CNC Automation, it's a newly listed company. Result has improved. Revenue was up 58% year on year and 25% quarter on quarter. EBITDA margin also saw a steep jump to 25% compared to 18% for September quarter, and last year it was just 3%. Accordingly, profits also improved sharply at 48 crores compared to 17 crores in September quarter, and a loss of 25 crores year on year. We are positive on Jyoti CNC. Thank you.
Good morning. Credo Brands Marketing Limited posted the results, and results has declined. Revenue reported at rupees 150 crore, which grew by 15% on a YY basis, and it has degrew by 9.3% on a sequential basis. If you look at the EBITDA margin, it is reported at 28% as compared to 32.9% in the last year same quarter. The degrowth in margins was largely due to higher advertisement expenses and one-time ex gratia employee payment. The stock is trading at a PE of 36 times to TTM EPS. Also, we expect that the company is expected to achieve its guidance of rupees around 600 crore. However, we will provide the outlook post its con call. Finotex Chemical Limited result is okay. Revenue grew by 27% on a YY basis. Also, it has seen the volume growth of 38% on a YY basis. EBITDA margin reported at 29% 0.1%, which has improved as compared with the YOY performance. And the stock is trading at a PE of 38 times to TTM EPS. Again, we will provide the outlook post con call. Thank you.
Yeah, Glenmark reported numbers, and numbers apparently looks quite weak. That is mainly because company has implemented one-time India business revenue restructuring, whereas the company has changed its overall distribution model and consolidated the stock points. So that has resulted into sharp reductions in the India revenue. Whereas even the US revenue has also seen some corrections in this quarter because of lack of launches and price erosion. On the other hand, the European business has shown good growth, but overall, considering all these things, the revenue declined by around 19% year on year, and EBITDA came in at loss of 209 crores, and EBITDA margin came negative 8.3% versus expectation of 17% positive EBITDA margin, and last year 15.3%. So though excluding India operation also, the results looks comparatively weaker. So we may see good corrections in the Glenmark Pharma results in today's trade. Now I'll request commodity team to take up from here.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Good morning, everyone. So in yesterday's session, we had witnessed some pullback from the lower end in commodities, and we are expecting some pullback in gold, and it is expected to test 61,600 to 700 on upside. So buying around 61, 350, 300 is recommended with a stop loss of 61, 100. Silver also, we are expecting prices to test 70,800 to 71,200 on upside. So buying around 70,000 is recommended with a stop loss of 69, 300. In crude oil, yesterday we had witnessed prices testing the resistance zone at 65, 30, 40, and the prices had corrected from those levels. So we are expecting prices to test 6,300 to 62.70 on downside. So any pullback around 6,400, one can initiate a sell. And natural gas, we are seeing prices slow and steadily drifting down. So prices are expected to test 130, 125 levels. Though prices are oversold, a cautious trade should be witnessed. And in metal front, we are expecting prices to move up. So one can initiate a buy in copper with a stop loss of 702 SL, and we are expecting 712 to 13 on upside, whereby profit taking is recommended. And zinc also, one can buy with a stop loss of 206, and on upside 211.12 is the level where one should book profits. So that's it from me. I'll ask Utkarsh to take the call forward.
Thank you, sir. Very good morning, all of you. For today's trading session in USD, we are expecting that the price will trading within a range of 82.95 to 83.10 levels. So for intraday purpose, one can initiate a short positions if we get any pullback around 83.05 levels with a stop loss of 83.11 levels for the target of 82.97 and 82.95 levels. And on the lower end, one can initiate a short positions around 82.95 levels with a stop loss of 82.90 for the target of 83.05 levels. In Euro INR, if prices breaks the level of 89.30 levels, so one can initiate a long positions with a stop loss of 89.10 for the target of 89.65 and 89.80 levels. In GBP INR, one can initiate a long positions around 104.26 levels with a stop loss of 104 for the target of 104.55 and 104.72 levels. Thank you.